Hey everyone and welcome back to another Spot the Gijs video. In this video I want to talk to you about automotive logos. We all know the logos of car manufacturers, but not a lot of people know the actual meaning or message behind certain automotive logos. So here are 10 automotive logos explained. Number 1. Alfa Romeo. Have you ever taken a close look at the Alfa Romeo logo and specifically at the right side? It's not a tongue, it's not a flame, nor is it a sword. It's a snake eating a person. Yes, you heard that right. The Alfa Romeo logo features a snake eating a human being. Let's start on the left side though. When Alfa Romeo was founded in Milan in 1910, the logo was based on a crest that could be seen on a local Milanese castle. The red cross over a white background is a medieval Christian symbol and is nowadays still the flag of the city of Milan and can be seen in the coat of arms of Milan and is thus also still featured in the Alfa Romeo logo. So, what about the right, snake-eating man side of the Alfa Romeo logo? This part of the logo represents a colossal serpent or dragon decimating a red man. As weird as it is, this image also points back to the history of Alfa Romeo's birthplace Milan. It's a symbol of the influential Visconti family of the 11th century Milan. The image is called a Bisione and has over time become a symbol for the city of Milan. The crown above the snake represents the dukedom of the Viscontis that ruled Milan from the 13th to the 15th century. Number 2. Porsche. The logo of Porsche is one of the most iconic ones in the automotive world and is instantly associated with sports cars. However, initially there was no symbol on Porsche cars, only the automaker's name. The actual Porsche logo was first suggested as a quality seal for the Porsche 356 at a meeting between Ferrari Porsche and US importer Max Hoffman back in 1952. In the same year, advertising manager Herman Lapper and designer Xavier Rimspies produced a preliminary design that is still used to this day with just a few minor differences in detail. Because Porsches were and still are being built in Stuttgart, the horse of the official Stuttgart coat of arms is depicted along with the name of the city at the center of the logo. The composition is surrounded by the red and black state colors and the stylized antlers from the crest of Württemberg-Hohenzollern. So, the Porsche logo is made to symbolize the roots of the company as well as the dynamism and quality of its products. Number 3. Ferrari. Even though the Ferrari logo might be the most iconic automotive logo out there, nobody really knows the origin of it. Luckily, I'm about to tell you. At the top of the logo is obviously the Italian flag. Below that you have the famous yellow shield, with yellow being the color of Modena, Ferrari's birthplace. There are also the initials SF for Scuderia Ferrari, which is Italian for Team Ferrari. However, it gets really interesting at the leftward facing prancing black horse. Enzo Ferrari personally chose this emblem after meeting a count whose late son Francesco Baracca had been a fighter ace in the First World War. The horse had been painted on the body of Baracca's airplane, and Baracca's mother told Enzo Ferrari to use the horse on his cars for good luck. The story goes that Baracca took the horse painting from the plane of a German pilot from Stuttgart whom he had shot down. This would also explain why the Ferrari horse is very similar to the horse on the Porsche crest. As we've seen in the explanation of the Porsche logo, the official Stuttgart coat of arms sported a leftward facing horse, which was also adopted for Porsche's logo. Number 4. BMW. The current BMW logo is said to be inspired from the circular design of a rotating aircraft propeller. The white and blue checker boxes are supposed to be a stylized representation of a white silver propeller blade spinning against a clear blue sky. The design was supposedly a tribute to the roots of Bayerische Motorwerken, or Bavarian Motorworks in English, in the early 20th century when the company built aircraft engines. However, that is not true. The blue and white company logo did not represent the spinning propeller, but was meant to show the colors of the Free State of Bavaria. However, when the BMW logo was first created, it was prohibited by the Trademark Act to feature national coat of arms or other symbols of national sovereignty in a trademark. This led the BMW marketeers to come up with a solution of incorrectly configuring the color elements in the BMW logo from a heraldic perspective, while also keeping its relationship with Bavaria evident. So, the design was not in any way connected with aircraft engines or propellers. The idea that the blue and white had anything to do with spinning propellers comes from a 1929 advertisement which featured aircraft with the image of the roundel in the rotating propellers. Number 5. Toyota. The Toyota logo might be one of the most well-known car logos as it's a logo of one of the biggest automotive manufacturers in the world. The logo exists of three ovals. The two overlapping inner ovals that are centered in the logo represent the heart of the customer and the heart of Toyota. They overlap to show the relationship and mutual trust between Toyota and its customer. The big outer oval stands for the world that embraces Toyota. The empty space at the background is dedicated to the infinite values of the company. Superb quality, value beyond expectation, joy of driving, innovation, and integrity in safety, the environment, and social responsibility. Each oval is drawn with a different stroke thickness, pointing to Japanese calligraphy, art, and culture. Recognizability of the logo was important as well when it was designed. Therefore, the three ovals in the Toyota logo are linked in a horizontally symmetrical layout, so it's the same from straight ahead or when looking at it from a rear view mirror. A cool extra feature of the Toyota logo is that with a bit of imagination, you can make the word Toyota with parts of the logo. Number 6. Audi. The Audi logo of the four rings denotes one of Germany's oldest automobile manufacturers. But where do the four rings come from? They actually symbolize the merger of four previously independent automotive manufacturers in 1932. The companies Audi, DKW, Horsch and Wandere merged to form Auto Union AG. These companies are the foundation stones of Audi as we know it nowadays. Before World War II, Auto Union used the four interlinked rings that make up the Audi badge today. However, this logo was only used on the racing cars of Auto Union in that period, while the member companies each used their own names and emblems. Long after the war, Auto Union merged with NSU to form a new company named Audi NSU Auto Union AG. Over the next 16 years, Audi cars experienced the greatest technological improvements and saw growing sales, with sales and budgets declining for Auto Union and NSU cars. In 1985, with the Auto Union and NSU brands effectively dead, the company's official name was now shortened to simply Audi AG. Audi AG initially deviated from the four rings and got a different logo, only to return to the four rings as their logo in 1994. Number 7. Hyundai. The Hyundai logo might seem to lack a bit of imagination at first glance, with it just being an H for Hyundai. However, the logo doesn't just represent an H. The H figure represents two people shaking hands. One of them is a customer, the other embodies Hyundai. Their handshake symbolizes, similar to Toyota's logo, mutual trust and satisfaction between company and consumer. The oval around the H, or handshaking individuals, symbolizes Hyundai's presence all around the globe. Again, similar to Toyota's interpretation of the outer oval in their logo. Number 8. Subaru. Ever wondered what the 6 stars in the Subaru logo stand for? To answer this question, it's important to know that Subaru is the automobile manufacturing division of the Japanese transportation conglomerate Fuji Heavy Industries. In 1953, Fuji Heavy Industries was created through an investment in 5 separate companies. Soon, these 5 entities merged with FHI, including the automobile manufacturing division Subaru. The word Subaru means united in Japanese, and Fuji Heavy Industries is a constellation of companies united together. I use the word constellation because the term Subaru is also the Japanese name for a cluster of stars in the Taurus constellation, known to many by the name Pleiades. In Subaru's logo, the large star symbolizes Fuji Heavy Industries, and the 5 smaller stars indicate the 5 companies that merged to form FHI. The emblem's background is nearly always blue, as the color of the actual Pleiades stars are blue as well. Number 9. Alpina. Alpina's story began in 1962 when Burkhard Bovensiepen developed a Weber dual carburetor for the BMW 1500. This carburetor was well received by the automotive press as well as by BMW's own sales boss. This led to BMW certifying the quality of this Alpina product by awarding BMW vehicles fitted with the Alpina system the full factory guarantee. In its first years, Alpina established its core competency of tuning carburetors and crankshafts to extract more power from BMW engines. These elements eventually defined the company's logo, which came into being in 1967. On the left side of the logo, a set of carburetors can be seen, while on the right side a crankshaft is depicted. Nowadays, Alpina works very closely with BMW, and the processes are well integrated into BMW's production lines. Therefore, Alpina is recognized by the German Ministry of Transport as an automobile manufacturer, in contrast to other performance specialists which are aftermarket tuners. Number 10. Koenigsegg. Like many car logos, Koenigsegg's logo finds its origins in history. Founder Christian von Koenigsegg's surname is of Germanic origin. Von usually indicates nobility in Germanic countries, and Christian von Koenigsegg has traced his ancestry back to knights of the German Romantic Empire in the Middle Ages. His bronze badge of gold and red rhombuses is a stylized version of his ancient family's crest, which originates in the region of Swabia near München, Germany. An old school friend of Christian von Koenigsegg then designed the logo as it stands today. Besides the actual logo, Koenigsegg uses another symbol on their cars, namely a flying ghost. This is always portrayed on the engine bay of their cars. It is a reference to Fighter Jet Squadron No. 1 of the Swedish Air Force, who used to be based on the location that is currently home to Koenigsegg in Ängelholm, Sweden. And with that, we have come to the end of this video. I hope it brought you some new information regarding the automotive logos we all take for granted without actually knowing the story behind it. I hope to see you again at the next informative video. Bye for now.